open this tab and now I will log in as a teacher. So first let's log in with teacher Mr. Abhishek Bhagwat, which we have registered in this demo itself. So here I have logged in successfully and this is the teacher dashboard. There are various tabs present such as add students, view students, add marks, view marks, profile and logout. So let's see all of these functions one by one. So to start, we will see this profile section first. Here, teacher can see his or her profile and what are the permissions assigned by an admin. So here, this teacher is class teacher of two classes, that is 9A and 9B, and have permission of adding marks of these subjects and classes. So now let's see how teacher can add student to class. So once clicked on this add student tab, we can see that all classes for which teacher have permissions of adding student. So here this teacher can add student in these two classes. Let's click on one of these two classes. So to add a student to the class, teacher have to fill three fields only. That is roll number, mother name and full name. So now let's add one student. So I have filled these details and will add student by clicking on this add student button. So we got confirmation that student is added to the class. So let's consider some cases here. I just have added one student with roll number 1. Now if I try to add other student with same roll number, let's see what happens. So I will try to add other student with same roll number. As I click on the add button, I got one alert which is saying that this roll number is already present in that class, and if we continue with the same, then older details of that student with roll numbers will get updated. But I don't want that, and hence I will change this roll number to 2 and will add student. I will now quickly add 2 to 3 more students. So like this, I have added total 5 students to this class. To see that, I can click on this finish and view button. So here we can see all the students. So like this, teacher can add students to the class. Now let's click on this view student tab. So here we can see all the classes which we have added to the portal. That means a teacher can see results of all the other classes. So if I click on any of this class, I will be able to see the list of all the students of that class. So here in this list, teacher can see just details of the students. Now let's go back. Now I will click on this class 9A, for which I have just added 5 students as a class teacher. So here along with the list of students, we have one more column, that is action, where teacher can update or delete student details. So that means teacher can update details of students only when he or she is a class teacher of that class. So let's update details of one such student. So as you can see, details are updated. And now teacher also can delete student by clicking on this delete button. So like this, student is get deleted from this class. Now let's see this add marks option. So when I clicked on this tab, teacher can see those classes for which he or she have permission to add marks of at least one subject. So I will click on this class 6B. Once I clicked on this class, teacher will get list of all subjects from that class for which he or she can add or update students' marks. Now here only one subject is available, and that is English. Let's click on this. Here we can see subject name and maximum marks of selected subject and list of all the students of that class. Here teacher can give marks to students. So I will give random marks to all of the students quickly. Before adding marks, let's see some cases. What if teacher tries to give some invalid marks such as negative marks or marks more than the total marks of the subject? Let's try to add 120 marks for this student. So we can see there is a red border around this, which means that these marks are invalid, and hence at last If we click on this save button, we will get an error message that marks cannot be greater than maximum subject marks or less than 0. Hence, I will now add valid marks and will click on this save button. Now marks are saved successfully. Now let's look at this view marks tab. Again, teacher can view marks of all the students of all classes irrespective of his or her permission. So let's click on class 6B. Here we can see all the students and their marks for all the subject. But if you remember, we just added marks for this same class for English subject. But still it is showing 0 here for all the students. This is because I as a teacher have added marks, but those marks were not confirmed by me, and hence that will not be visible here as well. So let's see how marks will be confirmed by teacher. I will go back to add marks tab and will select class B and subject English. Here teacher can see all marks whatever added by him or her, but other teachers will not be able to see until these marks are confirmed. So that can be done by simply selecting this checkbox and clicking on the save button. Now if I click on this view marks tab and select class B once again, here we can see marks are visible for English subject as well. Same thing will happen to admin as well. Means admin will be able to see marks only if those are confirmed by teacher. Now let's see once again, is there any change happened on admin dashboard regarding these marks. So I will go to the admin tab, and if I refresh it, so yes, we can see here marks of these English subjects of class B are visible, and now this progress bar is also increased to 83%. And if we see more details, there is only one subject pending for class 6B, whose marks are not yet confirmed by subject teacher Priyanka Khare in this case. So let's come back to teacher dashboard. Now I will log out from this session and will log in with other teacher, that is Priyanka Khare. Now I have logged in with new teacher. I will go to add marks section and I will select class 6B here and subject Hindi. I will add marks for all of these students and will confirm that as well. So now I will go to this other tab where I have opened my admin dashboard and will refresh this tab. So as I refreshed, we can see for this class all subjects marks are visible, and hence admin can publish results for this class by clicking on this button. After publishing result for this class, we can see here the status is changed to published, and in addition to the marks, the results, that means whether the student is passed or failed, that also can be seen here. One important thing which we must discuss here is that once results are published, teachers should not be able to do any change in these marks. So let's go back to teacher tab and refresh. So here you can see these marks are not editable and this button is also not changing. Change in marks is possible only when admin reverts these results. Like this, result is now published for only one class till now, and that is class 6B. I will now open other tab and will try to see this published result from student's perspective. So I am now on home page of our application. I will click on the student option. So here as a student, I have to select class first. So first of all, I am selecting any class for which results are not yet published and will give other details such as roll number and mother name. Here this roll number and mother name should match with the records, otherwise students will not be able to see the results even if it is published. As we know, results were published only for class 6B, hence I am getting message here that result is not published for this selected class. Now I will select class 6B and try to see result. Now I am getting other warning message that please select correct details, means whatever data I am providing, it is not matching with the records. I will see correct details for any of the students from this admin dashboard. I will go to this class 6B and we'll see details of one student. So let's say I will enter details for roll number 2. Now I will come back to the other tab where I will enter roll number 2 and mother name as Anita, and I will click on this show result button. As you can see, student is now able to see his result in a well structured format. Here student is able to see pass or fail for each individual subject and final percentages as well. I have considered that student is pass if he or she have 35% or more marks in a subject. This cutoff of 35% can be changed as per requirements easily in the project. Let's also see one more result for which student was failed. So again I can see such a student from admin dashboard. So I have checked detail of these students with roll number 5 from here. Now I will come back to this other tab where I will enter details to see the result. Okay, now we can see result of this student as well. This student was failed in history subjects as he have only 14 marks out of 50, that is less than 35%. So like this, overall result for this student is failed and no percentage are shown here. We can come back by clicking on this back button. One last thing I would like to tell here is about session management. So let's say any teacher or admin was logged in and he logged out from the session by clicking on the logout button. So he or she should not be able to do any other action by clicking on back arrow button of the browser till he or she log in once again with the correct details. Let's see this in action. So now I am logged in as a teacher and I can go back and next by using this button of the browser and can do any actions. But now if I am logging out by clicking here on this logout option, I should not able to do any action again by clicking on these buttons. So if I now try to click on this button, I am redirected to the login page again and it is saying that session is expired and user has to log in again. So like this, session management is also maintained with this project. So like this, I tried to explain most of the functions of these projects in this demo, and if you find this project interesting or useful, then please subscribe to my channel, and if you wish to get source code of this project, please check description box. This was the demo part of this project, and I will try to create one more video where I will explain the installation of this project, software requirements and other important details. Thank you for watching this video till the end and see you again.